Is it possible that when someone stands up for something bigger than themselves, that it actually inspires others? Yes, it is.
To live is Christ, to die is gain.
G'day everyone, Brian here. We're in the book of Philippians, and here Paul is writing from prison to the church in Philippi, a church that he cares about deeply because they have accepted the gospel of Jesus Christ. He cares about this church, but I'd say he cares greater for the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so while he is in prison for proclaiming the gospel of Jesus, that doesn't stop him from proclaiming the gospel of Jesus. Here's what he says in chapter 1, verses 12 and 13. I read these yesterday, but stay with me. Now I want you to know, brothers and sisters, that what has happened to me has really served to advance the gospel. As a result, it has become clear throughout the whole palace guard and to everyone else that I am in chains for Christ. That, of course, is not the end of what he had to say. Paul goes on and he says this: because of my chains, most of the brothers in the Lord have been encouraged to speak the word of God more courageously and fearlessly. There might have been those who thought, if we can put Paul in prison, everybody will be scared and they'll be silent. But what they found is the exact opposite. Paul has gone to prison, but that hasn't stopped anyone from proclaiming the gospel. It certainly didn't stop him. And for others who are outside, they know he's in prison and they are encouraged to proclaim the gospel more boldly. I've mentioned before, I used to be a Salvation Army officer, and the Salvation Army in Ballarat West, back in the day, were pretty unpopular, and they broke the law by marching in the streets, and so some of them were locked up and sent to prison. What was the impact of that? The impact of that was that Salvation Army people came from other places to Ballarat to march in the streets to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ. Because of their chains, others were encouraged to speak more fearlessly. People around the world are suffering for their faith. You might be one of them soon. Don't be ashamed. Be bold. Be fearless. You won't be on your own. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.